Well, hello there. You know, I'm always trying to get better at streaming, so I thought I should do more of it just to see what happens. And so here I am on my own YouTube thing, hopefully streaming. I'm trying to maximally set up the YouTube stuff here. So what I wanted to do is start with building out my little thing here. I've only got one view, and I've got one, two, three cameras set up, all sorts of things like that. And then also, of course, I need to make sure I have some music set up. So what I thought I'd do for music is I want to hook up Safari, and I'm a big fan of the story blocks, and they, of course, have music. I mean, it's not free; I pay for it, and but I can go through and find some some music to listen to, which I think would be quite enjoyable. Now, the first problem we have is I'm not sure this is broadcasting. However, because it's not showing up in the YouTube studio, because why would it? So let's get rid of that. Ah, there we go. See? I see why it wasn't working. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So it is, in fact, working just fine. Let me close that out. Oh, I closed out the wrong thing. I don't have screen sharing set up yet, so you can't really see what it is I'm doing here, which I suppose is fine. Let me go to my actual page. I'm not going to publicize this yet until I get to the part where... There we go. Perfect. But if I went to Studio... No, not Studio Twitter. Okay. I should really set up... Here. Let me do that. As the first thing, what I'm going to do is set up screen sharing. Let me move all this stuff here so you don't see my secret work things. That's the issue with doing a lot of things in streaming is, I don't know. I mean, it's not secret, but you know, you work for a big corporation. You can't just stream everything. All right, so I'm going to set up, you won't be able to see this, but I'm going to set up a scene in OBS that is, this is my right monitor. So right screen, big head. All right, so don't worry. I'm adding the audio in. Don't freak out yet. And let me add my video back in. Add video capture. Yep, here we go. There we go. Now you should be able to see me. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a, where is it? Display capture. Display capture. Add a new one. Oh. We'll call this right monitor. I know you can't see it, but that's because I need to have a video capture. Okay, that's not the right monitor. Nope, that is definitely not the right one. Okay. Now, let's fit this to the screen. That's good. Put my big head in front of it. We got that. Now here's a little trick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. Well, actually it won't matter because I'll be looking at that screen. Okay. And then, of course, you need to have a gigantic version of my head. Ugh. It's probably a little too big. But let's just totally go for it right now. Okay, so now let's load this back up in YouTube. So then you can see me checking out my stuff here. So here's the show. There we go, that's good. Now let's see, what I'd like to be able to do is monitor this in YouTube as well. But YouTube's one of these streaming things that gets really excited about you scheduling a stream, which kind of messes up a lot of the stuff, because it's like I don't want the scheduled stream. I want just to be able to do it on demand. There we go. So now can I monitor? Okay, good. Stream health, yeah. I've got enough bandwidth that it's probably okay to stream it live, but I will just not and bring that down here. Actually, I'll kind of put it up here to vaguely pay attention to. And then let me bring this, you can't see any of this because I'm looking at my other screen. Let me bring my browser window back over here. Do a bunch of resizing. Okay, so now we're going to set up some scenes. And to do that, the first thing we're going to do is we need to add some music. So like I said, I like to use story blocks because I have it. Now in theory, I could, because I'm doing YouTube, I could also use YouTube music, but searching their music is not quite as good as story blocks here. So let me log into that and bring my passwords down here. You don't need to see that. And then story blocks. We'll log in here because listen, I need some music too. And that way it's better. You know, my notion is, send a code. Give me a break. Who cares? I mean, I suppose I'm supposed to care about all this security stuff, because what if I got hacked? But it starts to be mega inconvenient very quickly. Security alert. Good. Okay, so story blocks. All right. Now don't look. Hopefully you didn't look. Okay. Now let's go to music. And here is what I'm thinking is, do I want to do this? Let me just go ahead and do it in Chrome since we're here, right? The next thing I'm going to do is open up Loopback so that we can actually hear Chrome. So Loopback's a great little tool. Very expensive. I mean, it's $100. What's expensive? It's all relative. But let me get Chrome audio. And so what you can do is Loopback, as the name would kind of imply, allows you to capture sound from things and reroute it. So I don't really know what a pass-through is, so let me delete that part. So what we're going to do here is, what do we have options? Mute when capturing. Yes. Because I'll want to hear, I'm going to want to hear it when it shows up in OBS. So now what we do is, I'm not going to show this to you because you'll get infinite whatever, but I can come into OBS and set up capturing. If you're interested, you should leave a comment and I'll make a video of how to do that one day. But now where, of course, it's not in there. Oh, there we go. Now, let me see if this works. So now in theory, what I'll be able to do is play this. Ugh. That's probably way too loud. This is interesting. Why is it not? So the loopback, let me see if I can get the tail into that. Oof, that's no good. So what I need to do is, let's see where we are in this. So loopback isn't actually, I think you can hear my fan going hog wild. Why is it? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. I had the wrong thing there. Okay, so now let me try this again. That was pretty good. So if I come over here, oh, I know. Okay, sorry. So now what we're gonna do is when you're in OBS, you actually have to specify the monitor and output. There we go. So now let me just check this, because that is pretty loud. So I'm going to talk here and see if I can hear myself. I want to check the levels for the music to make sure it's not too loud. But of course, that would mean I have to be able to hear myself talking. Oh, you're going to be in a little hole. Okay. Okay, so if we're monitoring Chrome, here's what we're going to do. I am going to instead use Safari for like my web browsing and stuff, and I'll use Chrome for like controlling what I'm doing. And then we'll come over here, which means I'm going to have to log into this dumb story blocks again. Let me clear out all this stuff. Y'all don't need to see my nonsense. As much as I would love to show off the numbers for last year that I have, I mean, of course, you want to present a good face of what you're doing and kind of show off and get some congratulations. But it would also be cool to like get some input on the way I gather these numbers and what I do. But once again, let me just log into Storyblocks, go into Loopback here. Let's turn the Chrome one off. Yeah, that's right. Let's turn this one off. Just turn everything off that we don't actually need. And let's make sure Safari, so mute when capturing. Yes. Otherwise, we'll hear ourselves. So I'm going to go in here. Going to remove that guy. Don't need it. Where is audio input capture? Safari audio. And let's go in and find Safari audio. Okay. And then turn monitoring on. All of the thrilling stuff. Why don't we see if I can bear to listen to myself? And actually also, maybe I can. You can hear my fan too much. So let's see if I can add. What do I want? Noise suppression. Oh, that's pretty good. Wow, that's really good. We're gonna leave that on. Rename noise suppression. Remove laptop fan. Okay. Amazing. Okay. I feel like you can't hear that at all. Let me go back and check. I don't mind doing all this boring stuff because I don't think anyone's watching. Yeah, that works well. Okay, now Let's try this. This will also be good for me. I used to monitor my mics, which means I get to hear myself talking, but I stopped doing it for a long time, and it really wigged me out because there's a slight delay. Wigged me out when I went back to it. There's a slight delay that you have to get used to. I don't know. Maybe I should just monitor myself through this fancy headphone, but I think I can get used to it. Okay, ready? We're gonna try this out again. There we go. Now I'm gonna check over here. All right, I'm gonna, if you can bear with me here, checking a thing. I'm gonna turn these monitors off. So that's still a little too loud. I am going to try to adjust it down to, I think -45 is what I determined was a pretty good setting. So I put that down to 45, and I'm going to stay quiet annoyingly for a while so I can listen to it. And at the same time, well, I guess I can just do the work here too. I'm going to make a new folder called Streaming Funk. So what I have set up here is I am going to make a folder that's like a playlist for what I want. And then I can hopefully just download it all at once, and I'll set it up as a playlist in the background. I've got two that I use a lot, but I'm used to listening to them, so I need to make some new ones. Okay. I'm very satisfied with that. If anyone's actually watching, well, I mean, anyone who wants to leave and tell me if this music's too loud or not loud enough, that would be good. So I'm satisfied with that. I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna set my monitors back on here. I kind of don't want to listen to myself, but I feel like I should. All right, now I just need to leave this open. Let's put this over here so we can kind of keep track of what's going on. Watching this one is called The Detective. Wow, I like that one too. Okay. Okay, so let's see if it really trashes things if I put OBS up here. I think at some point it's going to want to stop streaming itself because it won't be able to see it. And then what we're going to do is, so I have, uh-oh, I don't have my logo up. Okay, exactly. So let's bring up, like I said, we're going to set this up. Ugh. I don't understand why that doesn't work. So image, add existing, there we go. Okay, so I'll adjust it per screen. So you can see big head, little guy. I wonder if I should just, I don't really care. Make it a little smaller. There we go. So now you got that going on. So here's your sort of default thing, the big head, right? Okay, so the next thing we need to do is add some background. Now, let's see what I already have. Come up here. And where do I have this stuff? Let me go to my videos. Yep. No, not max headroom. Videos. No, that party song with funky bass. So far I like that. So let's put this just for quick reference. Right there. Then we can go over here. So here's where I made this stuff. Overlays. There's where that text is. I got to get out of this mode. I hate the... much better. All right, well, I like this one too. This music's going in. I have a feeling... I never really thought about it, but I guess I really like funk. You know, I like 70s and 80s music. So let's walk through what we got here. Let me see how this comes through on the little guys there. Oh, sorry. You haven't been seeing the screen. So let's go to that. And see what this looks like. So that one's a good one. And I think this is good because it actually loops. That looks like the same one, except how is that one different? Oh, it's smaller. That's fine. Oh, that one's fun. That might even... Now this is one of my favorites. You got that there. Oh, that's pretty cool. See, this would be good for kind of like a waiting for something to happen. All right, so let's go with this one. We'll put that behind the big head. So the way you do that, you of course won't be able to see me do this because I'm going to switch. Well, actually, can I put the transitions on? So if I go to studio mode, I'm over here. Oh, yes. So you can actually see me doing things. All right, so let's load up a background. And the way you want to do that is VLC video source. We will call this, well, no. What should we call it? Background curvy lines. So loop, stop when not visible, restart when visible, right? So now we add one file. I think we determined, not that one, not that one, this one, right? Yeah. All right, so now let's see if that worked. Okay, you can't see my face because I need to put the camera somewhere else. Oh, I'm being a dummy again. Here we go. There you go. Now you can see that. You know, it'd be cooler. Let's go with that for now. That's nice and disco-y. But why don't we also look at, let's set this up over here. Man, there's so much actual work I probably should be doing, but I'm not actually doing it very well. So let me open up another Storyblocks thing. And why don't we look at, there's our friend yoga master. Let's see. I have actually saved a lot of background things. Let's see if we can find some better ones. I'm not really sure if that's my favorite. Oh, those are good. Let's see what this one looks like. See, that might be fun. Okay, so let's download this one. And how big? We don't really need so-called ProRes, do we? Let's just go with that selection. Oh, and that one's fun. So here we go. Oh, the problem with this is going to be that it doesn't loop. So see, for this background stuff, that's what you need to get, is actual loops. This one might be fun too. For a little, like, getting started. Okay. So did I save actual loops? I think that's what the backgrounds were, is they actually loop around. Yeah. However, let me go here. So I'm still looking for that background. This is fun too. I wonder if this, if it's transparent. Let's try something fun with that. There we go. So here's where we had the loops. So I want to move this. Because I think... So I'm going to find my favorites that I think loop. Like this one. Is that noticeably... Alright, well let's try this out. See what happens. Some of these actually say that they loop. Okay. So let's come over here. And for the big head, let me go into studio mode again. See if I got this right. Let's go over to the big head. Oh, right. Here's what we need to do. Is it needs to always play even when not visible. I don't know if that uses more CPU or something. But let's bring another background in. Background, I don't know, we'll call it cyberplane. Okay, and then let me move this over here. What was this one? Yeah. Again, the problem is that one doesn't really loop. So I'm going to make something that's just like movies. And we'll go ahead and store it over there. Okay. So we have that. And then let's see if that other one I wanted actually does something. There, it was this one. Oh, I like how kind of unstable it is. Oh, yeah. So obviously, so this is the fun thing in Twitch is the oh, I'm gonna have to go pick my daughter up soon. Is the studio mode. Speaking of, let's get out of studio mode and see how that looks. That'll be a little hard to look at, but let's see if it at least loops. Oh no, it doesn't loop very well. Let's see again. Yeah, okay, so that's not going to work. Let's go back to this one that does loop well. And then just totally delete that guy. Here we go. Now you can see. Except I need to put my big head up here. There we go. So I'm going to go back over here. We're going to fix that up. Because we determined that as much as I like this one, it doesn't properly loop. And then let's try this, just for fun. Here we go, over here, big head. Now what if I want to, no. See, this will be like, I'll be all weird and simulate glitchiness. Oh, but it's not transparent. That sucks. You see, that should be transparent, but it is not. And then if I put myself in front of it, of course that doesn't work. Although, that's kind of a fun background. Anyways, I'm gonna remove that. All right, well, let's go back on our quest. Let's see if there were loops that I did like. Oh yeah, this one was pretty fun. Not really much of a loop, it just kind of, it says a retract. I also like that kind of stuff. Let's see what else we got here. So let's just do a general search. Looping backgrounds. Oh, sorry, let me switch out of this. And then go to get out of studio mode here. There we go. Okay. So that stuff's kind of nice. You got like a bunch of weird dirt. Huh? Oh. Like news at 11. So, I don't know about you, but I have liked all the music that I've been hearing. So I'm going to add it all there. This is good too. Okay. This is kind of fun, this one. A little too much. Ooh. Worldwide. Here, I'm gonna add this one, because I like that. Where's loops? Uh-huh. There's a bunch of fire. That's in case we have some world news. That's kind of cool. That'd be a good Valentine's Day special, which is past. Oh, what's that got? That would be good for overlaying some graphics on. I'm not quite that advanced. Binary, of course. Thrilling. Here we are constructing the future. Dice. I don't know anything about dice. Unless it's role-playing games. Ooh, that's kind of fun. So let's look at this and see if there's some related stuff. I don't really care about the Pac-Man element. Huh. Slow motion. Oh. My coworker Whitney might like that. So let's save this here. To loops and see what we got going on here. Yeah, that's not so bad. Those are nice. All right. Let's go back to where we were. Keep looking. I bet this one would be really distracting. You'd have to slow it down. How about this one? Ooh. That one's kind of disgusting looking. So I'm going to save that. Add to folder. Go to loops. All right, I'm just going to look a little bit more, and then I will stop doing this. There's more moving around the globe. I think that's good. Maybe if I had like a links segment. That's funny if I was in like some oil. That's not so bad. Very subtle. Let's see if there's some related stuff, because that's the kind of thing that I think I would be going after. Here, I'm going to save this one. And then what else do we got here? That's fun. All right, I'm going to save that one too. So far, I haven't heard any of this music that I don't like. Whoa. This is good too. A little hyper. That one's very calming. Let's see if it actually loops. I guess I can do that myself, right? What's this do? It's hard to tell. I don't think it loops. That's too bad. There you go. See, this is the kind of thing that I'm interested in. Does it loop? Yes. All right, so let's put this in here. All right, then we'll go to our folders. Wonder if I can download the contents of everything in the folder all at once. Oh, looks like I can. So let me select all. That's funny. Good, good, good. All right. Well, it's kind of a crude way to download everything, but I suppose it works. And then once I have this set up, let's get to the actual... Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to do, is activate all these cameras that I have. But let's go to this first. And I think all of these will be good loops. All right, so which one? If we slow that down, that would be okay. Mm-hmm. I do like that one. Let's go with that one that I like. That one would be kind of fun. All right, where did it go? No. So let's see what this is. What's what resolution stuff? Versus this one. Okay, so it's red and blue, whatever. Okay. So let's go to studio mode again so you can see what I'm up to. Do a new video capture. Background. We'll call it diagonal neon lines. Oh, crap. There we go. Video source. Background. Diagonal neon lines. Well, I know. How do I list all the things? If I go to video capture device, I say that. And then there we go. Laser rays, they call it. Good. I like that. So, oh, we need to fit it. Let me fit this too here. I know you can't see this again. Fit to screen. Good. So the next thing I want to do is first let's mark these. I liked all the stuff that I just heard. And maybe then oh. Actually, I don't want that one because it's only 42 seconds. There we go. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to do is I want to adjust my camera. What was it? As far as, oh, yes, yes. Let's go back into this mode and you can see me set up. I've got all these cameras. So we're going to make a new scene here. And we will call it, well, first of all, let's call it all cameras. So we've got a brand new thing here. So first of all, we're going to bring in the big head. But I'm going to make that a bit small. Then we're going to bring in some other cameras. So let's first bring in Razor. Perfect. We always want to go with the highest. And then let's bring in my next, no, not that. Let's bring in the next one, which is, I have a, here, I'll give you, well, you can see, well, you can't, but you can see on the Mevo thing, we'll call it Mevo. Now I'm going to name these after the cameras they are, because who knows where I'm going to place them. And yes, I am upside down. We'll fix that. Don't worry. 80. There you go. These are not exactly all the same size. Where are they? Okay. So let's get out of studio mode so I can take a look at it. Okay, so now let me build out what we want here. Can't resize. Oh, sorry. That's fun. Oh. All right, enough of that. So right camera, let's go look at all of those backgrounds that we got. So that's fun. That might be good. That would be a little too crazy. Oh, the problem is going to be the angle, but we'll see. No, that's fun. So hex particles. Let's just play around with this. What time is it? Background hex particles. Now, again, the issue is going to be that the green screen is angled, but you can't really see that. So let's see what happens. See, that's interesting. I don't really know what to do with that, but let's leave it there. To that end, let's see what it looks like kind of big. So you see, with this setup, you could like move over here and be like, oh, look at that green screen waving back and forth. Now look, let's do some adjusting. And you could be like, today we're going to do something. And if you're really fancy, you could kind of have a agenda up there. You could be sharing a screen up there, but we'll just leave it with that for now. Does it allow me to slow that down at all? No. All right. So there's that. Now let's go back over here and see. Yeah, we'll just leave that as it is. All right. Okay. Oh, my background. What's happening? Always play. Just stop when not visible. Right, there we go. Now, why isn't it playing? So disappointing. So that one's going. Just bear with me here. Huh. Oh, it says it's playing. All right, let's do some troubleshooting. Let me show you what's going on here. So you can see this is not moving. Let me do this. Always play. Let's see, maybe the problem is the file. That was this one. Well, whatever. Probably some dumb OBS stuff. Let's leave this here. Oh, look at that. Oh, right. All right, let me try one more thing here. We cut. No, that didn't work. That's interesting. All right, we'll go with that for now. Get us to remote. All right, so here's the, first of all, let me fix this, because that, why am I on that? Okay, let's call this Coté Show new. And then also let me make sure that I am not doing something super stupid here. Got this video output. Okay. All right. So then, with not that much time left, so maybe I'll just come back. Let me move our OBS friend over here. So first of all, I don't know if I like that one so much. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'm going to shrink this over some more. So what I wanted to work on, and let me bring it up down here in case there's secrets that you're not supposed to be seeing. Let me come over, get rid of that, get rid of that, go. Oh, I'm looking at my email. Thankfully, nothing there. So we need, let me bring up Safari. So what I'm doing now is I'm opening the right Google Docs file to start working on this write-up of whatchamacallit, the Kubernetes survey. So let's bring this up. And then also this. So what I have is, you may recall, if you watch the Tanzu talk, sorry, let me switch over here. If you watch the Tanzu talk from yesterday, I was starting to write out, hold on, let me check one more thing. Well, I don't really have a I'll be right back thing yet. So why don't we? I know what we can do. I'm just gonna leave, and you can enjoy the music. All right, I'll be right back. All right. So this is a good discovery that I need a "will be back" screen. So I want to create that before we get all into this article writing. Maybe I'll come back later to do the article writing because I don't know. It's kind of a pleasurable setup here. Let me hear this one. Because vocal, you don't really need, or you need it, but it doesn't really work for background music. So let me bring this back. And I'm going to use, I already had I think I have a pretty good getting started. I mean, we'll be back thing, but Where is it? Also, I got a chance to get some nuts for everyone's favorite activity, eating on mic. Whoa. These ones are flavored with some kind of sour creamy kind of thing. All right, so let's see what we have here. Uh-huh. That's good. So I use that one a lot on my Tanzu talk thing. What's Tron? That's fun. So I am going to take this. Put it in here. And then let's go into studio mode so you can watch this, because I'm sure it's thrilling. And say, be back soon. So here, we're going to do a video thing. This is be back soon 01. Oh, sorry. I'm not actually showing this to you. There we go. Stop when not visible. There we go. And then when I get my audio set up, we'll go in. There we go. So we're going to move to that real quick just to test it out. So that's pretty good. Okay. I have to leave in like 14 minutes. So let's do this first part, which is getting back into what we're doing here. Oh no, that one's a little too jazzy. Oh, see, that's good. All right. So we have the article that I'm writing, and let's bring that way up so hopefully you can see it a bit better. It's 200. Oh yeah. So not only do we have the article, and by we I mean me, but also, if you remember, the CNCF gives you this raw data, which is great. So you can go in and do various things, as one does with stuff. So I think the first thing to do is, so Rita, who, so let's look at, so I'm trying to figure out market share of Kubernetes. And there's a very old Gartner. Is it here? No. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So this is fun. I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this because it proves the point that they don't like it when you use oh, look at that. When you use press releases. Gartner is very persnickety. And tech debt is holding the transition back. Well, that wasn't helpful. Let me bookmark this. Tech debt. Kubernetes. Oh, I know what I was going to put. I was going to put market share because I don't think I had that as a tag. Oh, no, I do. Okay. So that is older. And Rita actually sent me... Yeah. So let's say I meant 2021, the year the survey is going over. I fixed it. Okay. So, first of all, let me open another window here. And so what I'm looking for is something that goes over how many workloads globally are running in Kubernetes, or even just containers. And let me come back to this. So let's open up these slides from 451, a place I used to work at. I was head of their infrastructure software team. I didn't stay. I was there 15 months just because I wanted to go and work at Pivotal, of all places. So this is the job I used to have. So we're going to look through this. December of so this is also older. But let's see what we have here. Jay used to work for me. No. So what I'm looking for is, oh, maybe, let's see if this on-premise. No. Where organizations are running containers, but versus how many? Oh, here we go. No, but that's state. All right. Well, that wasn't helpful. Let me write a message back. So I'm talking to my AR friends and asking them if they have this figure. Okay. So why don't we just search for this again? So how many apps run on Kubernetes globally? So 2019. Maybe Datadog has a percent. Let's see, I know what I'll do. I'll ask the Twitter. Oh, what's this? Oh, I use this in my other playlist. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and add it over here. What's this? All right. So let's see. Does anyone have estimates, etc., about percent of apps workloads running on Kubernetes globally, like versus traditional stacks, i.e., not Kubernetes? The only one I have is Gartner. Let's see what it is. 5% in 2020, up to 15% in 24. But using Gartner figures, press. Let's see. But they're persnickety about using figures from press releases. I'll put a link here. And then we don't need does. Learn how to tweet. Anyone have estimates? We'll say on percent of apps running on Kubernetes globally. Here you can do a little bit of that. You can say I only have, look at that. I only have in Gartner. I only have a Gartner one. But they're persnickety though. There we go. And I ought to go pick up my daughter. I don't know what that joke is. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I think I like that. I am going to wrap up here. So, you know, like and subscribe, all of that stuff. It's nice to just casually be able to have some streaming casually. It's almost like I'm hanging out with people who I don't have to see or hear or talk to, which is fantastic. So I'll wrap that up. I think we got things set up pretty well here. Let's check out how all the cameras are doing. Pretty solid. This is where I could have a cool background, but I'm not going to. All right. Well, I'll probably come back to work on this. I don't know. No promises. We'll see. Now, tomorrow, I'll be doing my Tanzu Talk stream. If you go to tanzutalk.com, click on videos, you can get a link to go to Twitch to see that, all the archives. Or you can just, you know, check out this video and other stuff in my account that you're watching.